Another movie that is coming out, opens nationwide August 23rd, is a film called Between the Temples. Eric Holmes, are you a fan of Carol Kane, best known for Taxi, or Jason Schwartzman? He's best known for those Rushmore or Wes Anderson movies. Just both of those actors. Have you been a fan of their works? Just rifling through your brain about
I,
movies that you've seen from them, or
I've seen the TV show Taxi. Jason Schwartzman. I don't hate him. I don't love him. Like when he shows up, it's like, oh, it's probably gonna be all right.
do you like Dolly De Leon? Do you remember Dolly De Leon? She is a
Nope.
Filipina actress who played a very big part in a movie we all loved called Ghostlight. She was in Ghostlight, Filipina actress in
Okay.
Ghostlight, and she was one of the members of that acting troupe. Remember, she's really helping him out. So she was very good in that movie. Anyways, Between the Temples, I just mentioned some of the actors in this movie. Jason Schwartzman plays Ben. He is a 40-something cantor who just lost his voice and possibly is having problems with his faith. His two Jewish mothers are played by Carolyn Aaron and Dolly De Leon. Not the problem with Ben, the thing that is really making Ben depressed is his wife, his best-selling author wife, passed away maybe a year or so ago after she slipped and fell on the ice in their neighboring upstate New York town. So he's still in the midst of that tragedy, understandably so. But the problem is he's losing his faith. He's lost his voice until he bumps into during a night at the bar. He loves having mudslides. I don't even know what a mudslide is. I've never had a mudslide. It's sort of like a chocolate alcohol drink. Eric, I don't know.
Kind of. It's basically just like a landslide, but a wet landslide.
They're not taste good. I've never had a mudslide. Mudslides are very
Oh, you're talking about the drink. Yeah, yeah. It's something with chocolate, and I have no idea.
yeah. No, I don't think I'll ever try a mudslide. I don't know. But anyways, Ben loves mudslides. So he's at his local bar, and he bumps into his grade school music teacher, played by Carol Kane, and they strike up a friendship because she starts taking care of him that night when she helps him, and he's a little bit drunk that night, and he gets into a fight. So because of that encounter, that grade school music teacher, again played by Carol Kane, she asked Ben that at her age, she's elderly, she wants to be enrolled as an adult bat mitzvah student. So the rest of the film has Ben and his former teacher becoming friends as he guides her on this journey to become a bat mitzvah student and have her own bat mitzvah. Obviously, the difference in age causes a little bit of pressure from their respective families. Are wondering, are they together? Are they friends? Why is this elderly woman spending time with this cantor? It's a very interesting relationship. The movie is co-written and directed by Nathan Silver. The other co-writer is C. Mason Wells. I love Jason Schwartzman. I love Carol Kane. So if you are a fan of either actors, you will be in the bag for Between the Temples. Here's the thing about this movie, though. I think it's shot on 16 millimeter. And Eric mentioned the editing behind Place of Bones. The editing in Between the Temples is sometimes very in your face and at times hectic. And it might not really, some people might not like the editing style or the filmmaking style of Between the Temples. This was totally my jam. I really loved it. There is a Shabbat dinner towards the third act that maybe lasts for 20-ish minutes. That is a straight up classic where you just see people on the table just getting tense and tense as the camera cuts from one character to the other. There's overlapping dialogue. The energy just ramps up. This is a type of humor that is very acquired, and it's a very specific type of humor. I really fell in love with Between the Temples. I will see this again. Carol Kane and Schwartzman have great chemistry. The ending is very resonant and moving and subtle. This Between the Temples is one of my favorite films of 2024. This movie makes me want to go see Carol Kane's previous, like as much as I can, most of her work. She was in a movie, Eric, from the 70s called When a Stranger Calls. It's a genre film. I still haven't seen that movie. I hear that's a good movie, but one of her earlier films is a classic film called Hester Street, black and white movie. I think Immigration Story. I saw that in high school, have loved her ever since. But this, just from what little I know of Carol Kane's career, this is just should be one of her best performances. And it's great to see her front and center in this dramedy. And wow, I hope this movie gets a lot of attention. Between the Temples, starring Jason Schwartzman and Carol Kane. Just pretty much a perfect movie in my opinion. Again, acquired taste for some people may not really dig the vibe of Between the Temples, but I was all over it. Opens nationwide in theaters August 23rd. My rating for Between the Temples is 5 stars. Love this movie so much. So, all right, so that is that.